Yes.
Thank you. My name is Stephen Mark Limbury. I study language. I have a question, but I'd like to preface the question so you know where it's come from. And excuse me if I'm nervous. I don't wish to offend anybody. I come here with information and with a message, hopefully to an ear that can listen. In my study of language, and I've been in the Supreme Court recently a number of times, and it's become obvious to me that people don't understand the language of the law. So my question is, when you're trying to blend two different types of law, if you understand one, you have comprehension of one, and you don't have comprehension of the other, how is it possible to blend them? If you're going to blend it, don't you have to have comprehension of what it is you're blending? In my study of the language, I can sit down with you and bore you to death about how many words mean things that are totally different to what you think. The English language comes from Latin roots, it comes from Greek roots and Arabic roots. It's made up of little groups of letters that are all put together to make a word. When those groups of letters are together in a word, the meaning you have is totally different. The law system in Australia is constructed with the English language. The English language was originally called Endlish. It was to be the end of all language, the end of all understanding by people, so that we couldn't understand each other, so that confusion reigns, and then the law system can harvest the people. So my question really gets down to this, is how many people are studying the English language that they are trying to merge with, to have some sort of a communion with? And I put it to you that there isn't one person on this stage that has a comprehension of the English language that I have, and they don't have the ability to blend two laws because one side they don't.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will not sit here and be... The fact is, we are not looking for blending.
Yeah.
We want our law recognised. We have never ceded our language, our country, and the men made that quite clear. There's that circle, that land. We are not talking about blending or merging, because we are one of the most abused people throughout the world. But we are still strong. If you lose your language, the first language on this land mass right here is the Aboriginal language. Ayana mawuma, iwan na langangama. Ayana pakawaliwaram, arangwa. I don't think anyone can understand me, and yet that is the first language of this land.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I don't think it's a blending either. It's the passion in regards to actually making it happen. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, any other takers?
Ken?
Yep,
Can
okay,
I make a comment on
Yes.
what you said? We come here to talk about Aboriginal law, Aboriginal language,
Yeah.
how it's going to blend in with the white fellas' law in the courts.
Yeah.
And we want to work with the courts, and they work with us, the police, the prosecutors, the judge. They're going to work with us so we can take our people back bush. Because I was asked a question a few years ago, and a lawyer come to me in confidence, and he says, I got this young fellow in jail. He's up for manslaughter, and he wants to go straight back and go through the law, get speed and all this, we call it payback, but he's going back to clear himself and clear his family. Because that's the law. You got to clear yourself, like that sister-in-law was talking up there today tonight on that thing.
Yeah.
She's got to suffer all the consequences of her sister because the law won't let her get out of court to go back and to be, and to clear her name and clear her family and all her distant family, because it'll just go down on the line. So it's not about learning white father's law, language, Queen's language, innocent. It's just about, we got to work together and they got to accept our law too, because like Martin said, they're not going back there to get killed. So you people, you know, how we being savages, you people got to ask the question. Because there's a lot of people in Alice Spring, Tennant Creek, Casrine and down, not only the big cities, are pretty ignorant of Aboriginal law and culture, what these old people made that movie about. You see, and they got to understand we got a culture. It's not, people might see us as savages, but it's not. It's just the way the old people made the movie so they can, you know, the people can see what we want to do out there when they commit this crime.